Look at the difference already. I still got to cuff the bottoms up and stuff like that. Fix them up. But yeah, these was not looking too good sitting over my shoes. This is going to look great. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Nate Matthews back again with another video. And yet again, we're doing something that I've never done before that does involve sewing and the embroidery machine, but we're just gonna do the sewing part today. So check this out, man. Let me step back a little bit, show you guys what we're gonna be working with for today's video. I got my pants on inside out, right? They backwards. Just wanted to show you guys so I can prepare. What I'm getting ready to do is actually sew these pants to make them a little bit less baggy. As you guys can see, these pants, or hopefully you guys can see, the camera's far away, but I got a different lens on. But yeah, these pants are quite long, very, very baggy. This is actually how I used to, you know, like my clothes, but not so much these days. I like them a fit a little bit more, you know, a closer fit, less bagginess. So I'm getting ready to, you know, figure out how I can make these things a little bit more slim fitting, pretty much like this. So we're gonna pretty much, you know, wrap these on something similar to like this, if you guys can see. All right, so to get this actually done, I just watched probably like 1 or 2 videos. I went out and bought some thread right here, as you guys can see. Went out and bought some regular sewing thread. Again, for the people that ask me, can you use sewing thread in an embroidery machine? Yes, but this video again is not about the embroidery, strictly sewing. So yeah, so I got some matching thread, or as close as I can get to a match to these pants here. It's kind of a little shinier, on the shinier side, but I'm going to be taking my needles, pinching the seams of these pants and pinning them down to where I want them to be, and hopefully I don't stab myself. I do want to give myself a little bit of room on the inside, because you know I need space down there, and I already got some big legs as is. So I just finished up the pinning along the front side of one leg, along the left side of the leg here. There it is, and you guys can see it's pretty much a good amount that I brought it in. I think they're gonna fit a lot better. So now that I have one side all pinned down, I'm gonna go ahead and take these things off. I'm gonna get a marker or something like that, trace it up along the side. Then we're gonna fold these pants in half and copy it over to the other side before we throw it on the machine. Yet again, it's time for another sewing project, man. Never did this before either, but I pinned up my pants, about to make them a little bit more slim fitting, and hope it turns out good before I mess up a good pair of pants. But I think it's gonna be great though, knowing me. Almost forgot though that I do need to take my seam ripper here and pick underneath here, because I'm gonna need to sew all the way down the bottom of the line and then sew it back just like it is right here. So let's go ahead and do that. Pick it out. So first thing we had to do is load up the bobbin thread. As you guys can see, it's pulling right here, and that bobbin actually gets placed down here at the bottom. For those of you who know nothing about sewing or are just as new as I am, we're learning together. Now we're gonna go ahead and drop the bobbin in, and there's also a little picture right there that shows you exactly how to wind it up. So make sure it's facing the right direction, and just follow the thread along this and cut it off on the end, just like that. Before you start the project, make sure you take off the embroidery foot. If you guys got the same machine as me, using your tool right there, and go ahead and change it to, you know, a sewing foot right there. Embroidery, sewing. Let's go. So for this one, I'm going to be using the number 1 straight stitch. I already put the pants up in here. We're just going to follow along the black line that we marked out. And for this project, I do have the feed dogs on at the moment. So the lines ain't 100% perfect, but it ain't gotta be super perfect for my first project, right? This ain't no paid project or nothing just yet, you feel me? But I'm getting ready to go ahead and throw these pants on, make sure they fit, and if they do, that's when I'll cut off the excess fabric. All right, keep in mind these are still inside out, but this is the original side right here, extra baggy, and this right here is the sewed up side, a little bit more fitting. Definitely like the way they feel. Still comfortable, but they're gonna look a little bit better. So now I got my fabric cutters right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this out, but I'm not gonna cut it right along the edge. I'm actually gonna cut on the outside of the edge, leaving a little bit of room all the way down the pants. Cut off the excess fabric. That's a nice bit too. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. Make me a headband or something. We'll see. I don't know, I'm just kidding. But yeah, there it is, cut it along the edge. Now with the attempts to make it just a tad bit easier to get my foot in and out, this is the original line right here. I actually just made another one next to it. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my seam ripper and pick this one out and try them on again. And this still ain't the final look, but guys, look at the difference already. This extra baggy side was not looking too good sitting over my shoes. This side is looking great. Love them already. I still gotta do some work though and cuff the bottoms up, but so far so good. All right, so I just tried them on again and they fit a lot better. It's easier to get my foot in and out. So now what I'm getting ready to do is roll these things back up how they were. You know, roll it once, roll it twice, and I'm gonna go ahead and sew these back together along the line right there. So I got them back in the machine. I'm gonna go ahead and, you know, hold some pressure on them right here. I don't even need to pin them up, and just go ahead and stitch right along this line. Put them back together, baby. Let's go. I would say this is perfect, but we know it's not that perfect, but it's perfect for my first time. What I'm getting ready to do now though is throw a zigzag stitch along the edge to prevent these things from fraying, because if you don't do that, they definitely will fray. So yeah, zigzag stitch, clean them up. With one side nearly complete, before I actually go ahead and do that zigzag stitch, I just placed these, you know, two sides on top of each other, pinned it down, and I'm getting ready to use the marker and go ahead and mark out the spot, match the pieces. Hand on the fabric, one hand on the button. It's not that hard. One hand, look at it. Just follow the guide, baby. The machine is eating it up on its own, directing it. There we have it, I'm just about done. I went ahead and sewed these down on both of them. I zigzag stitched the end of these, as you can see here, to help prevent from fraying. Go ahead and turn these the right side out and try them on. There you have it, finished project. One of these pants legs is cuffed, the other is not. So check it out. Looking good, way better than before. Not bad at all for my first time. What y'all think? Way better than those extra baggy ones. I mean, I still got some slack to them right there, so they still fold, but they ain't, you know, a mile outside of my leg no more. This was a really cool project. This actually did take me quite a while. I guess it's because I was just freestyling and learning as I go. But I think that's actually the best way to get things done. Just figure it out. For all the people who told me you have a sewing or embroidery machine and you guys have just let it sit there for years just in the box because you're afraid to try, first thing is I want to say I understand your pain, because I was the same way, as I said in the previous video. But you guys just really gotta, you know, just take a shot, man. If you don't want to ruin, you know, a good piece of clothing, do it on something you don't mind you ruining, something maybe you didn't wear too often, which is why I chose these pants. I didn't like the bagginess of these pants, so hey, if I would have messed up, I wouldn't have really minded that they messed up, but it came out pretty good anyway. So yeah, with that being said, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Hopefully you guys found it helpful, and if you have any future projects you want me to go ahead and knock out, let me know by dropping a comment below. Follow me on Instagram too. My username is NDM9ONE. Link is going to be in the description as well. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.